Ladies and gentlemen, welcome the happiness coach Murli Sundaram for this very interesting talk show on what are the 4 ways or practical things that you can do to get rid of negativity in your life and stay positive. Okay, so the reason why I'm just doing this is very simple, because one of my friend recently asked me, Murli, how come you're so positive whenever I meet you? How come you're always positive? Don't you get negative thoughts? Don't you become negative? And that's what he asked me. Is that a fair question? Absolutely yes. And if you are someone who has lots of negative thoughts and you don't know how to handle the negative thoughts and how to get rid of your challenges in your life, this audio lesson is designed exactly for you. So I'm going to share with you what I know, how I'm able to get rid of negativity in my life. Because, if you look very closely at the world, you will always consider it as negative. That's not a surprise, because taking one glance on your newspaper or news channels will make you the most steadiest person, even make a steadiest person depressed, okay? That's the reason I always say don't read a newspaper or watch TV. But calling the world negative is, if you ask me, it's a misjudgment. Why? It will cause more frustration. There was an amazing philosopher, Stoic philosopher called Epictetus. He gave a very amazing saying 2000 years before. He says that when we are frustrated, angry or unhappy, let's hold ourselves responsible for these emotions, because they are the result of our judgments. What an amazing perspective, right? It's all about being objective in your own perceptions. Because when your thoughts becomes negative because of something, you are making misjudgments. He says no one is responsible for them. When you blame others for your negative feelings, you are actually being ignorant. When you blame yourself for your negative feelings, you are making progress. Because you are being wise when you stop blaming yourself or others. So not blaming others or not yourself is one of the most important things if you really want to get rid of negativity and stay more positive. So let me share with you some of the 4 practical ways that I adopt in my life whenever I become negative or whenever I am being challenged by the world or people around me. Is number 1 is always I end up in practicing gratitude. Okay, taking few moments every single day to write down few things that you're grateful for absolutely changes your perspective. Okay, the funny thing about this practice is that when you read about it, you think, oh, it can't be that effective. Okay, that's the reason many people ignore this practice. But let me tell you, many of the successful and happy people in the world, they have a habit of practicing gratitude journal. And I was also once upon a time exactly like that. But the more I started doing it, the more I started sharing gratitude, you will not believe the whole life around me has completely changed. Okay, and I've become more calmer, I've become more peaceful. So my suggestion to you as a first practice is remember that you can always be grateful for things that you didn't even ask for it. Okay, be grateful for everything, even the bad things, because if the bad thing is not happening to you right now in your life, it's not giving you the lesson. Remember, everything, every person, every situation is actually teaching you a lesson, and that's the reason why you are right now at this junction in your life. Okay, every situation. So say gratitude to everything. That's one thing that you can do every single day. That's the reason I created a happiness journal and I started writing every single day. All it takes is 3 to 5 minutes to do that. Okay. And number 2, I will always suggest you, don't take anything personally. A lot of our frustration comes from what other people say or do. Okay. Oh my God, I can't believe he just said that. How dare he can do that? Okay. Maybe sometimes it's, I think we just have to lighten up a bit. We overanalyze every single thing people say and do. Sometimes people do some dumb things. Do you agree with me? Not everything people do is literally personal. So if you want to live a good life, positive life, you can't take everything personally. Understand that there are far more important things in life. Okay, things like your health, family, your career or business. So don't take everything personally. That's one attitude I always develop, which has helped me to get rid of negativity. And The third one I will always say is let it out. Okay, you can't keep everything within you. You can't keep on processing your thoughts and experience and emotion within you. Okay, you just have to share it with someone. Okay, if you have a partner who doesn't listen to you, or a colleague who really irritates you, or someone who doesn't help you at all, okay, or the loud neighbors, okay, no one life is perfect and tranquil. Please remember, that's something we really need to understand. But that took me many years to understand. I always thought that you could always achieve some kind of a magic place in life where you will have no stress or annoying responsibility. Remember guys, we all have to grow up. I also grow up. Life is basically one challenge after another. We can't let that get the best out of us. That's why we need to let it all out. Okay, all your anger, frustration, anxiety, insecurity, whatever it needs to get out of your system. Okay, well, you can do that by journaling or talking to a friend or going to a therapy. It's up to you. Just make sure that you don't keep all those things inside yourself, because one fine day it causes all the tension, all the diseases in our life. So just let it out, share it with someone. And the last practice I will suggest you is always focus on improving yourself. Okay, because life is not always pretty. We always tend to overemphasize the bad times. That's how mind is. When we experience a setback or negativity, we blow it up in our minds. This is the worst thing ever that has happened. Okay, think about it. Okay, ask yourself this question: Is it really the bad thing, or is there a way you can improve your life situation? Because that's how I look to any situation in my life. Okay, wherever you are now, okay, is a temporary situation. No matter how good or even bad, remember, this too shall pass. Do you realize that? Because if you do, you know that you have a chance to improve your life, and to me, that's the best use of your time and energy. Don't spend even 1 second on feeling sorry for yourself, and focus on what you can do now to improve something about your life. It doesn't even matter what it is. Go for a walk, take a shower, just play with your kids, or start a journal, or fix something in your house, clean up the desk, or write some ideas, or set a goal. Do anything you want. It can improve your life. You can even do those things that while you're even feeling bad, because that's not the point. As I'm talking to you, if I'm not feeling well also, I ate something bad 2 days ago, I have a food poisoning system, that's okay, no problem. Go ahead, forget all the challenges that you're having in your life, and just go ahead and do it. Don't break your head. Oh, my business is not happening now, what will I do? Your mind will continuously play the same loop. All you need is you have to get out of this and start doing something. Okay, because always remember, and I'm sure that you'll agree with me, that at the back of your mind you always know that you will recover. Okay, so when you practice a positive attitude even on small stuff, you will be better at dealing even with big stuff. Okay, so that's very, very important, because if you cannot do great things, do small things in a great way. Napoleon Hill suggested this. Okay, so doing small things will always make you feel better. You don't have to believe me. Okay, just go out and after listening to this audio lesson, just go and do one small thing. Okay, small thing right now, and see for yourself. You will surprisingly find your mood got elevated. You suddenly became positive, and even the big challenge which you were thinking few moments ago suddenly became very small, and suddenly your mind is filled with lots and lots of positivity. Okay. So these are some of the things that I wanted to share with you in this audio lesson. I hope you really enjoyed this particular lesson on what are the 4 ways you can stay positive and get rid of all your negative thoughts or negativity in your life. And if you enjoyed this audio, you can share this audio with your friends. And if you want to learn more about how to stay positive and happy, you can visit my website unlimitedhappiness.com, where you will learn more and more positive lessons, and you can also network with a lot of positive people around the world. So thank you very much for listening to this audio lesson on 4 ways to improve your positivism in your life. This is Murli Sundaram, your happiness coach. Bye-bye.